In 1907, a young girl fell down a flight of stairs in London. For a brief moment, Dorothy Eady was dead. But when she woke up, she was no longer the same. What followed was one of the strangest and most chilling cases of alleged reincarnation ever documented. A mystery that still haunts historians and spiritualists alike. This is the story of Dorothy Eady, also known as Omm Sety. A quiet home in London was filled with a mother's screams and despair. 3-year-old Dorothy Eady had fallen down the stairs. Her small body lay motionless. A doctor was called, and after examining her, he declared her dead. Her mother collapsed in grief. But an hour later, something miraculous happened. A strange noise echoed through the house. When her mother rushed to check, she found Dorothy, alive, sitting in her room, calmly playing with her toys, as if nothing had happened. When the doctor returned, he was stunned. She was alive, breathing, and perfectly normal, except for the wound on her head. He called it a miracle, but the real mystery had only just begun. After the fall, Dorothy changed. She began to have recurring dreams of a majestic palace surrounded by lush green gardens. Every night she saw the same vision, and every morning she woke up crying, "I want to go home." Her parents tried to comfort her, reminding her this was her home, but Dorothy would hide under tables, weeping, "No, this is not home." And sometimes she spoke in a heavy, unfamiliar accent. One day, her parents took her to the British Museum. Everything was normal until they reached the Egyptian section. Dorothy suddenly ran to the statues, bowing, kissing their feet, and yelling at people, "How dare you wear shoes in the temple?" Then, standing in front of a mummy, her voice deepened. "These are my people." It took her parents over 2 hours to drag her out of the museum. At age 7, her father gave her a book on ancient Egypt. She stared at the hieroglyphs for hours. When asked what she was doing, she simply said, "I'm trying to remember." Then one day, while flipping through a magazine, she saw a photo of the Temple of Sety in Abydos, Egypt. Her eyes widened. "Mama, this is my home." She couldn't understand why the surrounding gardens were gone, but she was certain that temple was her home. As years passed, her dreams became more vivid. By age 15, she began hearing a voice at night. A man named Hora spoke to her, telling her to write down everything he said. In a trance-like state, Dorothy would write for hours, pages filled with hieroglyphs and detailed stories about ancient Egypt. When she woke up, she remembered nothing. In a year, she had over 70 handwritten pages. Through these writings, she discovered her past identity. She was once a woman named Bentrashit, who lived 3,000 years ago in Abydos. Her father was a soldier in Pharaoh Seti Fien's army, her mother a vegetable seller. After her mother's death, she was sent to live in a temple where she became a priestess. Bentrashit fell in love with Pharaoh Seti I, and they began a secret affair. When she became pregnant, the temple priests called it a sin, punishable by death. To save the pharaoh from shame, Bentrashit took her own life. Now, in her second life as Dorothy, she finally understood everything. The dreams, the museum connection, the language she'd never learned but could read fluently. In 1931, Dorothy got a job at an Egyptian magazine and married an Egyptian man. When she stepped onto Egyptian soil for the first time, she collapsed, kissed the ground, and said, "I'm finally home." They had a son, whom she named Sety. She changed her own name to Omm Sety, meaning Mother of Sety. Omm Sety eventually joined Egypt's Department of Antiquities, the first woman to ever work there. Despite having no formal training, she became an expert in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs and temple architecture. In 1952, she moved to Abydos, her true home from 3,000 years ago. She would walk barefoot in the temples, praying and sleeping under the ancient walls. One night, the chief of antiquities decided to test her. He led her to an unexplored temple, one she'd never seen. Without any light or maps, Omm Sety accurately named the temple, guided him through pitch-black halls, and pointed to secret passageways that had yet to be discovered. In another instance, she pointed to a spot near Sety's temple and said, "Dig here, you'll find a garden." They did, and they found it. She also claimed that a hidden tunnel existed near the temple, and again, she was right. But her most astonishing prediction came in 1972. She said that Queen Nefertiti's lost tomb lay beneath the tomb of King Tutankhamun. At the time, no evidence supported her claim. But in 2015, radar scans revealed a hidden chamber exactly where she had said. She also insisted that a library was hidden beneath the Sphinx. Again, no one believed her, until 2015, when scientists confirmed there was indeed a chamber beneath it. She had been right all along. Throughout her life, Omm Sety said that Hinduism reminded her of her ancient Egyptian religion. She saw deep similarities: belief in reincarnation, worship of deities in temple, forms sacred rituals that spanned generations. She even said, "Hinduism is the only modern religion closest to what we once practiced in ancient Egypt." Omm Sety passed away in 1981, but her life remains one of the most mysterious and compelling reincarnation stories ever recorded, blending science, history, religion, and something much deeper: a soul's journey across time.